Hello my loves, and thank you for joining me on Cooking with Molly. This is this is gym edition slash just normal life. This is not bulking, this is not cutting, this is just my normal, what I eat in a day. It's gonna kind of be a bit weird though because this isn't my kitchen, this is my dad's kitchen, so I'm not really used to cooking here, but I needed the peace and quiet and also the beautiful company from my little dog. So, are you ready to cook? Are you gonna help me? So I'm just gonna kind of show you a couple of things that I actually do enjoy getting to eat for the week from the shops. So I always make sure to have some kind of bars because I will show you my breakfast that I have, but I'm not always guaranteed to have that breakfast. So I'll always have loads of veg. So I've got peppers, I have onions, mushrooms, I've got potatoes, oh my goodness. I have tomatoes, I have salads, I have organic spinach, I have lots of fruits, lots of different things. I have bananas and broccoli. So I've got lots of veg and fruits, and then I also have my seasonings. So I've got a taco mix, I have lemon and herbs, I've got some taco shells, I've got some wraps, also got my choice of meat. So I've got some steak mince and some chicken breasts for this week. Have my oats for my breakfast in the mornings. Yeah, I feel like that's everything. I have for rice and everything is coconut milk. I actually don't have any rice. I have to have a look because I didn't bring any rice today to my dad's, so I really hope I do. And I always have coconut oil, but I ran out, so I'm going to use this 1 cow coconut oil spray, and that is literally it. So I'm going to start cooking. Alright, ready. Got some of my porridge oats, but I normally have it in like the normal porridge, like organic oats, but this is more of a rush, so straight in the bowl. My beautiful bowl that I got new. I feel like you just have to have a nice bowl to enjoy breakfast. I feel like breakfast is like one of the most important meals of the day. You've got to have a good bowl to go with it. So this is really easy because you've just got the milk line. So if you do get these, it literally tells you how high to fill the milk. So I'm gonna put the milk in now. I just feel like this breakfast is so filling and so easy, and I've just built it. And so easy, and what I'll do is I'll either cook this on the stove or I will just put it in the microwave, and I'm gonna go to now come. I have my food! I have my porridge here! So, got my porridge, and I'm going to show you all of the ingredients that I add in it. So first things first, I always have some chocolate. This is orange and cocoa and nibs. Dark chocolate, 100%, and it is beautiful. So I always add this in the middle, right there in the middle. Oh, good. Then I add some nuts. I've got some almonds, I've got some cashews, of course. Oh, good. This has turned into a mess. So add them in. Absolutely delicious. I love the consistency of the nutty flavour. Then I add some sunflower seeds, just a lovely handful of that. I just have these sunflower seeds. Then I add some sesame seeds, and I love sesame seeds. So I don't know if you know, but I am seed cycling compared to, like, basically depending on my cycle. So sometimes I'll have flax seeds, sometimes I will have, I'm just gonna pour them all in. Sometimes I have flax seeds, sometimes I will have pumpkin seeds, but this time right now I am literally just having sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. And there it is. See if you can find all the chocolate. Oh, it's so nice when the chocolate melts. I normally add honey to this, but I'm not at my normal location, so this is gonna do. So if I don't have time for this, which I've always got time for this, but for example, if I'm really running late, then I will have a like protein bar or like a natural bar or just some kind of bar I'll have just so I can obviously get as much protein in as possible. I normally have, obviously I've got some nuts in there for protein and some healthy fats, and I'm allergic to avocado. So I used to always have banana, avocado on toast with a drizzle of honey or some syrup, or you can hear my dogs go crazy, and then a pinch of salt. on toast. I absolutely loved it, but can't have it now because I've got an allergy or an intolerance. Don't know what it is, but can't have avocado anymore, so that is off the menu. So now it's porridge. I feel like every single time I eat like a bowl of porridge, it's not that big, but every time I eat like a bowl of porridge like this, especially before the gym, I have so much more energy. So if you want more energy, fully fighting over here. If you want more energy, then try. Just want a little disclaimer that I am not a chef, and my brother's a chef, he was a chef, he's a trained chef. I am not a chef, I am not gifted in that area as of right now. So if I hold the knife wrong, if I cut an onion wrong or a pepper wrong, please don't come at me, because your girl's just trying to cook. She's just trying to chef it up a little bit, but I still eat, so I think that's an achievement with cooking, because the food that I eat is actually quite decent. Like, it tastes okay. That's not going to be in the video. It tastes okay, and that's what we're here for, I think. So gonna just chop. I feel like so many people are probably gonna be like, your fingers, but that's okay. That is okay. So I'm gonna chop it up into little bits. I love onions. I absolutely love them, but only when they're cooked. It's just falling apart. Only when they're cooked. I'm gonna, like, this is the issue. I record and everything goes wrong. I am always cooking in the kitchen, and the second I record, everything goes wrong. So that's the issue I have here with cooking and recording. I don't know if I'll even make one of these ever again, because I feel like it's just not really me. I don't cook and record. But I'm now going to chop the pepper up, because I feel like I've made a complete mess of this. A few spritz of this, 1 cow spray. It's now starting to get warm. Then I'm just gonna pour this in, get them nice and brown, ready for my chicken and my peppers. My camera stand is actually broken, which is why I've got the worst angles ever, currently. So I do apologise for that, but I'm going to add a little bit more of this in, because there's not enough oil for me. So I'm going to cut this pepper, and I like to chop it where like the lines are. I feel like that's so much easier, because it kind of just falls apart, and it's where the what's it called? Where the seeds are not, I have found. So chopping it up and then pulling it apart, and then you just get less seeds. So if you don't know that hack, now you know. Like, you don't get as many seeds. You still get seeds sometimes, but not as many. So that's where all the seeds are. So I'm going to put that away, and I am going to do the rest. And just chop it up. When it kind of starts looking like this, I now put all the rest of the veggies in. Might add some mushrooms as well, get them in, and see if I can just get as much vegetables as possible today. Now, I am not the biggest fan, by all means, of mushrooms at all, so I like to cut them up really finely and just throw them in, but I won't be adding a lot at all. So this is the attempt of my mushrooms. That is probably as good as it will get. So now I'm going to start cooking some mince, and I'm going to throw a bag of chicken in the oven and season it in like a Nando's season kit. Already, I don't often do that. I just find that when I do it like that, it's so much more convenient with my meal preps, and it tastes really good. Normally everything's made from scratch, but I'm not going to do that completely today. I am turning that off on accident. I am going to be using half of this veg for my tacos and half of it for my Nando's chicken seasoning thing. So I'm going to... This is a meal prep, by the way, a meal prep. So I am going to half this now, and then just leave it to cool for a second whilst I go get the rest of my meat and start cooking the meat. If you don't eat meat, you can find alternatives. Of course, you probably already know this if you don't eat meat, but you can obviously make it into a corn mince kind of thing, or you can use tofu, or just alternatives completely. I was a vegetarian for about 6 months, which is absolutely like probably pathetic to a lot of vegetarians or vegans that are listening to this right now, but I was vegetarian for 6 months and I absolutely loved it. The energy that I got was immaculate, but that was when I was 16, and a typical 16-year-old girl, me, I'm just using me as a term of this, decided that I really missed eating meet with my friends, like socialize, and I found it really hard to socialize with my friends at the time. Wasn't a good group of friends by all means at all, and I was very much peer pressured into just continuing to eat meat, and everything we done was basically around food, and I just got bored of trying to basically be who I was. I got bored. So now I eat meat, and I have eaten meat for a while now, but I did do 6 months without, and I've got the hiccups, and I am gonna go back to trying to find meat alternatives. I think it's like 1 or 2 days a week, normally 1 day a week, but I do try and do 2 days a week of meat free, because I know that even like 1 or 2 days is better than none, and I do try and do that. So I'll eat firm tofu, not 100% a fan of it, but if I can season it the best that I can, and I'm a big seasoner, but I have no seasoning here, which is why I've had to buy pre-packed everything at the minute. But I'm a big season person. I love putting like mixed herbs, lots of salt, lots of pepper, lots of just coriander. I always add turmeric to my like food as much as possible. I just put it in my mince, just a little bit of turmeric, because turmeric's really good. Bit of black pepper, add that in, and then that's obviously, it's just so much better for you. But today, I'm really sorry, I can't give it my all today, but I am on the process of doing that. But as I said, if you obviously want to alternate this, you can obviously have burgers and just do burgers in a wrap. I'm going to do burgers today with my I'm going to do wraps today with my mince, tacos, my mince, chicken wraps, sorry. And then that's going to be my meal preps for the week, for the 3-4 days, because I only have it for like 3-4 days meal prep. You can also freeze it if you really want to, but I'm going to start cooking the meat now and start getting the chicken bag in with the Nando's lemon herb seasoning, my favorite seasoning, and I'm going to start cooking the mince on the stove. So I'm going to get into this. Lemon and herb extra mild. Typical me. I do like a spicy food, just not often at all. I'll go medium max, but I won't enjoy it as much if it starts burning my mouth, which is, it's okay, we're working on it, it's a process. So basically put 4 chicken breasts in a bag. I've only got 2 chicken breasts because it's only me eating it. So I only get 2 chicken breasts because I have my meals like this. I have, so if you look on the back, it says 150, where is it? Not on the back. I reckon it's inside. Let me open it, hang on. So I only have like a small amount. So I only get like 300 grams. So I have 150 a day whenever I have it. And it's not here, which is good. But it's basically like, I think it's like 24 grams protein per every 150 grams of chicken breast. So yeah, I try and do that. So gonna open it. And these ones are really easy. I'm just trying to like show you really easy meal preps, because it's just, I just find like everything is just so complicated nowadays. Like everyone tries to make everything so complicated. It really doesn't have to be that way at all. And this is simply put the chicken breast in the bag. I'm just gonna pour it because I don't want to touch it. Does it say on the back? Really trying to find. They don't say it, I swear it doesn't. Ah, there it is. Per 100 grams is 27.6 grams of protein. So do your maths. And half 27.6. And then that's how much I have, plus 27.6, which I'm not good at maths, so I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm not even going to embarrass myself a bit. But that's literally all you do, you just put your seasoning packet in as well. So you get your lemon and herb seasoning. Feel free to add more. And then put it in. Delicious. Getting the party started now. And then it literally says preheat the oven to 190. Already done. I'm gonna just put it down a little bit because it was at 200. And then place the bag lying down flat in the tray. Cook for 30 minutes or until cooked right through. When the buzzer goes, open the bag. So basically I just need to add spice, fold the edges of the bag twice and crease well. Give it a gentle shake to spread the spice. So, I'm gonna shake it. Shake it all over my chicken. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil because I added some oil. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Feels like I'm adding loads, but that's okay. Right. Have my tripod on the side, which is hygienic, but it broke, so I need to fix it. It's just one thing after another with my recordings. So I only have 250 grams of this one. I thought it was a 300 gram, but it's okay. It's absolutely fine. I can do without a little. Like I can deal with a little less meat. I always have my organic spinach. So there's that. I'm now about to wash it, and then I'll then throw that in, and then I'll throw some tomatoes in, some baby tomatoes chopped up. I don't actually like tomatoes, but I mean, here we are. We've got to add things in our diet that we might not necessarily want, because I'm not a big goer of lots of different vegetables, but I kind of just feel like if I chop it up small like amounts, like into tiny little pieces as well, then it's just so much easier to consume, and it gets hidden in all the spices and all the flavorings. So that's what I do. I just try and get as much natural products in as possible, and like little things like bananas and strawberries I normally buy organic because it's got like less of a coat over. Like apples are organic normally. So I do try and get more organic products depending on what they are. You don't have to. It's a personal preference of mine. And chicken, I also try and buy organic chicken, but it does get expensive. So it is just trying to like find the perfect balance with everything to do. Is I'm going to add that handful of spinach in, because the spinach goes really small. So it's quite easy literally to put like a handful or two in. So I'm going to add a little tiny bit more and just fill it right to the top. Now I'm not going to add them in yet. I'm going to go get my, what are they called? My tomatoes and throw them in too, because just try and get as much veg in as possible. As I said, it is the goal for me. So I'm going to add these in now, get them nice and cooked. I love being in a kitchen and smelling the different flavours and seeing the different colours, and I always try and eat the rainbow. Also, another thing that I didn't add was, I'm going to put the camera a bit closer to me. Another thing I didn't add was our strawberries and our raspberries. Because I didn't add them in my porridge this morning, I will definitely be eating them as snacks. I do tend to have, I don't know if I'll use this today, but I will be cooking this throughout the week so I can have this on the side, because I won't always be having these. And another thing that I love to do is I love to have rice, and I do my normal rice and I add some coconut milk to it, so I will be doing that as well, but I'm not going to do that today because I don't have it all here today. So I always like to have a little bar with me everywhere I go, even if I don't have breakfast, even if I just have porridge, so I'll always have a bar with me. These have 10.2 grams protein, and if I fancy just a chocolate treat, but this is no sugar, it's actually 2.6 grams of sugar per bar, which is really low in sugar to be fair, but this is only 4.3 grams protein, so I'll always tend to go more for this one every time. But I do like to have a fruit bowl with me, so I've got some raspberries, I've got some strawberries, I've got bananas, I've got some oranges, so throughout the day I'll obviously snack on things like that, and I'll just snack on as much food as I can, to be honest. I'm a big food eater. Like, I'm a foodie girl. I eat all the time. always try and eat every few hours, because it's really good for you to eat every few hours apparently. So every 3 to 4 hours I try and eat, even if it's like a little something. I try and eat it. And I'm now about to have taco. So it is the weekend, so typically I don't actually eat my meal prep on the weekend normally, because this is done on a Sunday. It is a bank holiday tomorrow, so it's a Monday, so I will still eat my meal prep on the Monday. Normally I eat this on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then on the Wednesday or Thursday, I will cook in the morning on a Thursday or the evening on a Wednesday and top up on my meal prep to what I need to top up on. And on the Sunday, I will just buy completely fresh and start all over again, different meals. Sometimes I'll have curries, sometimes I'll have chilies, sometimes I'll have chicken cobblers, sometimes just random things really. I will have seafood a lot of the time as well. I love a tuna wrap, I love sushi. I eat out a lot when it comes to sushi. Not a lot, but I do tend to eat out, and it will be sushi. We have a sushi restaurant down the road and it is phenomenal. So I tend to eat that as much as my bank account will let me. But it does get really expensive. But I do love my prawns. I do love just sushi. So I'm now about to add some taco seasoning and some salsa into the mix. You can obviously decide whatever you want. I normally do this fresh. I do normally always have a taco seasoning, but I do my tomato sauce kind of fresh always. Can't today. It's probably the worst day to have shown you what I eat, but we still roll, and it's all the basics, all the principles. And I didn't even say this, all this food cost me £25 with everything. The veg, the fruit, the meat, just everything cost me £25. So obviously if there's 2 of you, you can obviously either double it or shop somewhere else. My food normally costs me cheaper, but I did shop at a shop called Morrison's, and I never shopped there, but it was on the way home for yesterday, from when I buy the food. I normally buy the food the day before I cook so that I have the whole day to be able to process that I'm cooking, and I don't have to feel like I'm going out for it. So yeah. This is what it looks like currently. Got all my mince, my spinach, my tomatoes in there. The salsa had tomatoes in it already, so got lots going on here, and it smells divine in here. And I also have these, which I'll obviously add in to my tacos. I'll have some lettuce in my tacos as well. Probably some ketchup, because I'm a ketchup kind of gal. Yeah, so that is it. But I'm gonna go eat that now, and I will see you in a second. It looks delicious. Oh. I do eat more than this. It's just the fact that I'm chosen not to, because I'm potentially going out for a meal later, so in like the next hour. So yeah, I'm gonna be a bit, baby girl. Come on, tell me go. So it's just like a little snack for me right now from the meal prep that I had, just so I can show you obviously all the delicious food that I'm making. It's just so good, so good. If you haven't, please just go try it. If you don't like this kind of food, then just try it. That's all I can say. Tacos are up there. They are up there for me. I love tacos, I love paella, which is obviously the rice and the shrimp and just the seafood and the mussels, and oh, so good. So good. So that's my kind of favorite food. I just love well-seasoned food. So everything has to be seasoned. My chicken has to be seasoned. Mince have to be seasoned. Everything has to be seasoned. Even like a tin of tuna, I have to season it with herbs and salt and pepper. Just everything has to be seasoned. It's just a big thing of mine. Like I have to have so much flavor, and just I try and get as creative as possible in the kitchen as I can. Of course, when I start doing more of these videos, you'll see how creative I actually do get. But it's just the first video, and I've been a bit nervous by making this one because I don't cook in front of people. I don't eat in front of people very often. I just tend to just do my own thing and just make my own thing, and I put a lot of love and passion into my food. Always have, always will, and it is my love language. Food is so my love language. I eat as much food as I can. As I said before, I love food. I love eating out, I love eating in. I feel like the most wholesome thing to do is eat in and be with like a loved one, whether that's a friend, a family member, a partner, which I don't have, so, but any past experience, it is the most wholesome thing just to be able to cook some loving food, some heartwarming food, things that you love, and putting maybe a movie on, or just doing some arts and crafts together, or reading a book, or just doing anything. It's just the most incredible experience because of food. And I feel like for me personally, I know a lot of people struggle with food, but food has been like the biggest thing when it comes to my mental health side of things, my fitness, and food just kind of goes into fitness. It gives you obviously all the energy, and it's really good to experiment. I 3 years ago never cooked, didn't even know how to cook pasta properly, and now I cook so many different meals. I try so many different things, and it's just one of the most incredible things, and I love it. Best thing is food. So I may have had a complete disaster in the kitchen. The chicken told me, the chicken just told me. The instructions told me to put the chicken in for like 30 minutes. I put it in for like 25, and it smells like it's burning. So I'm gonna inspect it. So the seasoning is burnt, but the chicken is absolutely fine. So gonna take the chicken out. Probably shouldn't take it out with this, but I'm gonna take the chicken out. Like, the chicken looks so good, but seasoning on the other hand does not. So I'm gonna pour it on here. Oh, looks so good. There you go. Then I'm gonna let that cook for like another 5 minutes just to make sure it's fully cooked. So a timer's going on 5 minutes, and then it will be done. So this chicken would just go so well in a wrap. And you have a wrap, or you can have like chicken and coconut rice, or just normal rice, or egg fried rice to get a little bit more protein in. You can either get packet rice or just normal rice. The good thing about this is it's so soft in the middle, but the only issue is it's not that great. It's not that seasoned compared to how I want it to be. But we live and we learn not to cook with my dad's again because none of my seasoning in here. But yeah, it tastes really, really good. It's really soft. It's just great. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's probably not anything that you expected, or you might have wanted more, you might have wanted less. I just feel like for the first time me cooking, I just don't want to go crazy because I'm not very confident in showing my cooking skills yet. So just need to get my hair down because I don't have my hair up. Need to basically just take it easy with my cooking skills. Please slander it if you want to, it don't bother me, but yeah. But that is it. I really am grateful that you are here. I'm thankful for all my subscribers and people who view me, even if you don't subscribe. I feel like I have toothpaste in my mouth still, but no I don't. But if you liked anything at all, please subscribe. My normal content is more mindset, but I just felt like, obviously I gym, and a lot to do with my mindset is food and the food that I eat, and it's just something that I love, and it's something that I'm passionate about, and I just really hope that you can find some goodness in this, some advice in this, and just live the best life that you can. So make sure to always remember that I do not eat like this all the time. It's only like most of the week, and then once a week I normally just eat whatever I want, when I want, however I want. So it's not always like this, but you're human, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience, so just do the best that you can and love the best that you can too. Yeah, sending love. Bye bye.